So welcome back to another edition of Project Watch. But this isn't a Project Watch Sacramento. Another one of those videos will come soon enough. In this video, I'd like to discuss the rise of data centers in this tumultuous year of 2020 and how the pandemic has driven everyone to use more data than they've ever used before. I'm Logan Williams, reporting for Construction Business TV. So, before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Better yet, hit that notification bell so you can be informed immediately when a new video is posted on the channel. With that being said, let's get into it. After a relatively soft investment year in 2020, spending on data center infrastructure globally is expected to rebound strongly next year by 6% to $200 billion, according to the market research firm Gartner. Evan Antonides, lead accredited professional and senior vice president of technology for the national general contractor HITT, says the COVID-19 pandemic and the global recession concreted data centers as critical to maintaining our daily lives in a virtual world. The data center market will continue to grow as the world rethinks the way it does business and how we live our lives. John Arcello, Advanced Technology Core Market co-lead of DPR Construction, predicts that even once the pandemic wanes, virtual learning and working from home will not go away. The Internet of Things, edge computing, 5G, augmented reality, and virtual reality will continue to drive growth. Hyperscale data centers, where equipment, space, and bandwidth are available for rental to retail customers and also engineered to meet the needs of giants like Amazon and Google, are this sector's engine. Gartner estimates that more than half of enterprise-generated data will be created and processed outside of a data center or the cloud by 2022, which is up from less than 10% in 2019. Turner Burton, president of Hoar Construction, that's HOAR Construction, says that what's right for users boils down to what the organization prioritizes. Along with hyperscale facilities, Burton sees continuing demand for the construction of smaller multi-location data centers to meet the service expectations of users outside of large cities. Take Facebook's new 800,907,000 square foot data center planned for DeKalb, Illinois. The project, which will be Facebook's 12th data center in the US and the 16th overall, will sit on a 505-acre parcel of land owned by the social media company. Ben Kaplan, Senior Vice President of Global Critical Facilities for Turner Construction, says that the pandemic accelerated the adoption and deployment of digital infrastructure and corresponding tools, and we are starting to see smaller deployment at the edge. We believe this aspect of the market will grow as 5G and other factors make it important to have infrastructure close to end users. As a result, Arcello believes infrastructure to support data centers such as microgrids, renewables, energy storage, and 5G towers will shift from opportunistic to necessary. Shifting focus to Microsoft and how they choose their data center sites, Microsoft told the Des Moines Business Record that it considers 35 weighted criteria that include proximity to customers, the availability of power, fiber optic sources, skilled labor, and energy rates. Next September, Microsoft is scheduled to begin construction on 2 new data centers in West Des Moines, Iowa. Each will be about 1.8 million square feet and cost about $1 billion each. The industry's dilemma, however, is that the demand for data centers and the services they provide is outpacing supply and construction capacity. Architecture, engineering, and construction experts say that the sector's challenges include a shortage of skilled labor, a distressed supply chain, and safety issues that include installing equipment before it's properly tested. Burton of Hoar Construction, HOAR Construction, says as well that major industries such as healthcare, banking, and even multifamily construction will all have increased need for data storage, connectivity, and security at a pace that doesn't appear to be slowing for the foreseeable future. Antonides elaborates that while the average wattage and square footage of large-scale data centers have more than tripled over the last decade, the cost per megawatt is down as a result of more efficient equipment and scalable builds that emphasize prefabrication rather than stick-built construction. Given the commitments that giant hyperscalers have made to achieving net zero energy consumption in their operations within the next 15 to 20 years, both McKinstry and Clune Construction foresee an even bigger push toward data center sustainability, especially in their use of power generated by renewable resources. So it looks like after the devastating year that was 2020, the 20s look to be roaring, at least for now. Well, at least in terms of data transmission. Data centers are the backbone of the future, and our reliance on them increases exponentially as we demand more and more connectivity and throughput from more and more devices. We shall see how the construction of these new data centers will pan out as these large construction firms take on the task of constructing these large warehouse-type buildings where all these server components are housed in this large warehouse type of facility. For Construction Business TV, this has been Logan Williams reporting. So this is something I wanted to try out. So in the comments, if you want to leave your thoughts about how I did, or if you have any ideas about what you would like me to talk about in the next one, feel free. And how these topics relate to the idea of the construction business industry as a whole. So I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, take care.